Alright, it's time to get a finish on this thing. And my preferred finish of choice is tan coat. I mean, that's what I use on my belt, and it's lasted many years. Also, let's see if I can find it up here. There it is. That's what I used on my holster. And that finish has, oh, it's all dusty. That finish has held up for a number of years. It's pretty easy to use. There may be other ways to do this, but my preferred way is just to wipe some on. Make sure you get down in those stitch lines. I already did this section. And just take a paper towel and wipe off the excess. And then move to the next section. Just do the same thing. I'm going to do this to the other side as well, and the edges. And then when we come back, we're going to give this thing a buff and see how it looks. Now, tan coat goes through certain stages. Like when you first put it on, it's watery and wet, and you can wipe it off real quick. Then it gets a little bit tacky and you want to leave it alone. But right after that, it gets to a point where it's dry enough that it's not tacky, but it's still a little bit soft. I just use a piece of paper towel, and you just go through and buff it, and that gives you a bit of a sheen. And that's kind of what I like about tan coat. You can get a nice finish without a lot of trouble. I don't know if you can see the glint on that. It's got a little bit of a shine all the way out to the stitch line. And I'm going to do some more buffing on the edges, some buffing and some burnishing on those edges to get those nice and pretty. Next thing to do on this is just to put it together, and it's done. But I want to wait for it to dry a bit before I do the final assembly. Got the retainer here, and like I said, just need to put it together, and then off it goes. Alright, and here we have a finished belt, all stitched up, top coated, and I've done some, actually I did quite a bit of buffing on it. And it's been assembled. Those are a couple of, well, I call them Chicago screws or screw posts. Stainless steel, a heavy duty roller buckle. The belt is double layer. And it's a good, strong belt. Won't easily bend. In fact, once you have this thing on, it's going to be difficult to bend it. Sideways, that is. It'll bend in this dimension, but not the other way. Got the belt keeper there, and going to give this one a day or two to dry. Give the finish a little bit more time to dry. Maybe buff it some more. Maybe might do some more edge burnishing, and then off it goes. And it's on to the next project. See you then.